Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ancient Mathoms Progression Series. I'm Onidson,
And I'm Grant Thompson, just along for the ride.
and today we are here to take on a journey to Rhosgobel. That is the third quest in the Shadows of Mirkwood cycle, and we are going to be including some of the new cards from the Ancient Mathoms project that we have updated for the modern card pool. So, what do you got to say about your deck, Grant?
It's a tactics low deck, and I've got some expensive low cards, but ideally it's all about dealing damage to enemies when they come out. It's got a bit of direct damage with Phelan, the Horseback Archer, Gondorian Spearman, and then it's got a lot of actual damage effects with like lots of Legolas taking out enemies so we can put more progress on and stuff like that.
Excellent. And I've got a Lore Spirit deck that aims to cancel or manipulate the encounter deck in hopes to just get rid of a lot of those nasty treacheries that we might otherwise see.
Yeah, too bad we don't have the door is shut.
Someday in our card pool, we'll get there.
Yeah, just not right now.
All right, so I'm going to keep my opening hand. I've got
and
some
I'm
willpower, some healing, some card draw.
and I want to keep mine, although it's very tactics heavy, which is good, but not ideal. I would have liked to see a few more either lore attachments or just something a little bit half decent. But I've got what I've got, so we'll see how it goes.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's go ahead and get this game started. There we go. And I drew a second Rivendell Minstrel. Interesting.
And I just drew infighting.
Ooh, that might get really interesting. I'm gonna put Dark Knowledge onto Denethor just so that we can have an attachment on him, and I'm also gonna put Williador into the center here so it's easier for us to remember that he's supposed to be changing hands. And that's
Yeah.
my turn done.
Okay. Now the question is, do I save up and get the beekeeper out next round, or do I put my attachment on Legolas straight away?
Well, that axe would get him up to 5, and five's enough to start doing some serious damage to almost any enemy that's coming off the encounter deck.
True.
Um, Honestly, I don't know that we need the willpower this early.
Okay. Uh, I was also thinking for a half decent chump blocker, chud blocker,
That's fair.
and I think I'm going to save the resources on Beravor,
Sounds fine by me. I can send Glorfindel and Williador to the quest for 4.
and I'll send Phelan for 2. That's 6. Do you think I should send Beravor?
Um, this quest isn't going to really hit us with threat, so even if we fail this first round, I think we're fine.
Okay.
So, card numero uno. Um, I don't like this card.
No, neither do I. But is it worth cancelling this early?
I don't think so. We're not. Nobody's dying. So I think we just take it.
Yep.
And card number 2 is King Spider.
Okay.
Each player must choose and exhaust one character. That's fun.
Yep. No extra card draw for us this round.
Right. We only make 2 progress, though. That's not bad.
Okay.
I can
We
take
can't
the.
travel and we can't travel to Rhosgobel because you can't travel there during the first stage
Right.
unless you've got some de- location manipulation in your deck.
I don't think we have any of that yet.
No, neither do I. But you can, if you've got stuff like so the West Road Traveller, you can, and you've got another location in the active location, you can actually swap them if you're that far ahead in the card pool.
That is absolutely true. Okay, so I'm going to use Dark Knowledge to look at this shadow card. If the attack is undefended, I have to put the damage on Williador.
Well, I'd defend because I can kill the King Spider with Legolas.
That's fair. I was just hoping to be able to use Denethor to scry and see what's coming up, but
Yeah, but I think we want to try and keep as much damage off Williador as possible.
I think you're probably right. So Legolas kills the King Spider.
Yeah.
Do you want to put? Do you want to trigger the response, or shall we?
We may as well. There's not. As soon as we can get to Rhosgobel, we can start healing Williador.
That's true. All right. All right, you're up. Anything interesting?
I drew Rain of Arrows,
Ooh.
but what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend 2 resources and play Gandalf Search.
All right. And I have Steward in the top 5.
Cool. And wouldn't you know it, I get me lore attachment in the in the top 5.
I've got Lorien's Wealth, Strength of Will. None of that's gonna matter, but I'll put Strength of Will on top there.
I've got a horseback archer, 2 copies of Lore of Enladris, and a Stand Together. And that's all for my turn, because I'll save up and try and get the Beekeeper out next round.
Sounds good to me. I will pull out a Rivendell Minstrel, searching my entire deck for that single copy of the Song of Kings, and I'll play that on Eleanor. Next turn I can get Steward out on Barivor for you.
Okay, that would be much appreciated, because then that'll allow us to get self-preservation out.
Alright, so questing for 5 on my end.
And I'll just send 2 with Phelan.
You gonna leave Williador up?
Yeah, I'm going to leave Williador up in case Bat or a nasty treachery that deals damage comes out.
Seems fine to me. Card number 1, Athelas, guarded by Black Forest Bats.
Okay.
Okay. Card number 2, Forest Grove.
Some nice shenanigans there.
That's excellent. We added 3.
And that bat takes a damage from Phelan.
Indeed it does. 2 more progress on this quest stage. Travel to the Forest Grove.
Yep.
I'll exhaust Eleanor for Strength of Will to immediately place 3 progress on it, clearing it, drawing a card for me. And when we explore the Forest Grove, we're going to search the encounter deck and discard pile for another copy of Athelas.
And add it to the staging area.
And add it to the staging area. Since it is added, the guarded keyword does not trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And that is excellent. And what do we want to do about this enemy here?
You go ahead and engage it. I've got. Would I be able to use Quick Strike before it makes that attack?
Absolutely.
Okay. I've also got Rain of Arrows, but I think that would be a bit of a waste.
I would definitely agree. I'm almost wondering if you ought to engage it and just defend with Williador. But, oh, speaking of Williador, I forgot to deal him his 2 damage at the end of the round.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll engage it and just deal with it with Williador.
So,
No boosting shadow effect. Good.
No boosting shadow effect. Actually, I should have looked at that with the dark knowledge first, but
And Legolas kills the bat.
placing the last two progress on stage one,
If you want, we can.
we can advance the quest. There's two Athelas in the staging.
Not
Bearable.
anymore. Bearable claims it.
Oh, okay. Denethor is not going to claim that one. Denethor is going to scry the encounter deck. Swarming insects.
Send that to the bottom.
I think that one is going to go to the bottom.
Although, now that there's only, 4 characters without an attachment on?
That's true. But that gets Thalen only 1 hit point away from death, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to use Eleanor's resources to put the Steward of Gondor onto Berefor.
Too bad I can't trigger straight away to get me self-preservation.
Williador is at 8 damage. If we can clear this round, somehow, I could grab that Athelas and we would win just like that. Since I do not believe that that is likely to be the case...
Right. Here's a quick rules query. If we progress through stage 2 this round, is Williador able to be healed because Rhosgobel's still in the staging area?
Oh. He's not.
And
So we have to travel to Rhosgobel, so we have at least one more turn.
Yeah.
So Williador takes no more damage this round from staging, or next round from staging. We can do it with the Athelas we have.
Well, you'll gain 2. It'd be risky trying to do it next round because you'd be sitting at roughly nearly going up to 12 damage.
Could be. I guess we'll just have to see what's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to save my resources.
Okay, well, I'm going to be putting out 1, 2, and 3, and bringing out the Beoning Beekeeper for the first time ever.
This card, I'm rather happy with the new stat line. 2 willpower is a decent questing ally in tactics. His ability isn't extremely useful, but it is definitely useful, and you're going to play him for the willpower anyways.
Yep.
But someday, you'll say, I just wish I could do some damage to an enemy in the staging area, and there he'll be, just waiting for you.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay, I'll quest for 5. I'll leave Williador up for the same reason you did.
I'll quest for 4.
So we're at 9 against 2 in the staging area. First card we reveal. Another one. I did move that last one to the bottom, right?
I don't know, did you?
It says I moved it to the bottom, so...
That's just unlucky.
Yeah. Nobody dies. I'm not going to cancel with Eleanor. There are worse treacheries out there.
Definitely. You need to put a point of damage on Williador.
Oh, yes. There. And there is caught in a web. Who's got the highest threat level? Is that you?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to cancel that with Eleanor?
Stick it on Barrowall.
Okay. Eleanor will exhaust to grab that Athelas.
Okay.
And we make 7 progress.
Travel
to Rhosgobel.
And at this point, do you think it's worth us using Barrowall's ability?
Well, I mean, if we do, we'll never get to use her for anything else. So,
Well, she's not getting used for anything else anyway, so.
sure. Denethor's going to
And
scry the top card of the encounter deck. That's fine.
and there's that Lorwyn Ladris I was looking for, just in case.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I think we're solid to advance next round then.
Yep. And there's the second Lorwyn Ladris.
Well, I grabbed another hasty stroke there.
Okay, so
Williador takes 2 more damage.
here's the question: what do I do? Do I play self-preservation or do I play Lorwyn Ladris?
Um, you keep Beravor exhausted. Is the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Um, that's a really good question. What would self-preservation do?
It would save Thalen.
Yes, it would at that. Um, if you play Lorwyn Ladris, it would save Williador.
Yep, and
No,
then
Williador's not in danger of dying anywhere in the near future.
no, but if we are wanting to win this turn, which it could be possible.
I actually don't think we can. We'd have to make 9 progress. I don't know if we can quest for 11.
If you can drop out the daughter, right? That's it. I play Lorwyn Ladris and heal Williador for the 5. You drop out the daughter, you can heal Thalen for 2,
Oh, there we go.
and that gives you an extra boost of 2 willpower.
Yep. And I can also spend a resource from Glorfindel to heal up the minstrel, although I'll do that when
Questing.
when questing.
Right, okay. So I'll spend the 2 resources for that Lorwyn Ladris, and I'll just put it up there because it gets removed from the game.
Okay.
And then I'll pay 2 resources for a horseback archer.
Very good.
And I've got 2 more resources for another Lorwyn Ladris if needed.
Sounds good to me.
Ready?
I can quest for. Okay, targeting Thalen. 3, 7, 9.
And I can quest for 2, 4, and leaving Legolas up just in case for attack purposes.
Okay. That gives us 13. 14 if we quest with Williador.
Yeah, we may as well. He's not in any danger of losing.
Right. The first card, as Denethor foresaw, is the Forest Grove. And the second card, deal the damage to each character without attachments. I'm willing to cancel that with Eleanor. Just because I don't want to lose. You know what? That only kills my minstrel.
To heal up with Gryffindor?
I forgot to heal up with Glorfindel. It's okay. I'd lose the daughter as well, so I'm going to cancel that.
Okay.
How many copies of that treachery are there? Well, okay then. Take a damage, and a damage on each of them, and a damage on Williador. And instead of
Did you not want to save your
minstrel? I mean, there wasn't an action window. I started revealing cards.
Yeah, but you said prior to that you were going to heal her up and use Glorfindel's ability.
That's true. Fine, I'll do it. So she's 3 willpower, actually. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Against 2.
That's 9.
9. We make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, hey, that was exactly what we needed.
Yep, and then I'm going to spend the 2 extra resources and play another Lorvan Ladris to heal up Glorfindel.
Okay, I mistook that. And Glorfindel will ready as well. So we have cleared Rhosgobel, made that extra progress. When revealed, we will heal all of the damage off of Williador, and we win.
That is probably one of the fastest games I've had of this quest.
Indeed.
I think it's even faster than our test run.
Yes, I think it is. I mean, we didn't really get a chance to show off anything really cool that we hadn't been using already.
We had the Bjorn Beekeeper out.
Okay, we have the Bjorning Beekeeper out. And, we got some good use out of Dark Knowledge. Rain of Arrows could have been useful, even if, this quest isn't really known for swarming you with enemies.
True.
But, the daughter did some good work. She's still squishy, so I really don't think she's overpowered. I like that kind of dichotomy. You quest with her, you heal, and then she dies to a treachery.
Yep.
Until later on in the card pool where you have honor guards to protect her or something.
I think Phelan works brilliantly now that he's questing with his attack instead of his willpower.
Absolutely, and the change to Dwarven Axe means that we're not just stacking him on him to give him unearthly levels of willpower, and we haven't yet gotten to a place where we could really just stack his willpower or his attack to incredible levels. We're not there in the card pool yet. We'll get there, but by the time we get there, we'll have adjusted things so it doesn't do that.
And by that point, we probably won't be using Phelan anymore.
That's also probably true. Although it is surprising just how small the hero pool is, even very much later on in the card pool. But that's an entirely different tangent that we don't want to get into talking about today on the recording. So thank you very much, dear listeners, for suffering through Rhosgobel with us. This actually wasn't a bad run, but this quest can often just be...
It can be a slog.
Backbreaking. Yeah. Okay, I also have to check all of those treacheries. And so there is, in fact, a 4th swarming insect on the bottom of the encounter deck. 4 copies of that treachery.
And we saw all 4 of them this game.
With 40 cards left in the encounter deck. What are the odds of that? Plus exhaustion, deal 2 damage to each exhausted character, plus Necromancer's Reach, deal 1 damage to each exhausted character, plus Festering Wounds, deal 2 damage to each wounded character. I mean, this quest just doesn't let up, and the damage is so indiscriminate. I far prefer later quests in the card pool that are just as awful putting on the direct damage, but they don't feel quite so unfair. That blanket, 2 damage to every exhausted character, 2 damage to every wounded character, damage to every character without an attachment. It
piles up.
Yeah. Whereas something like Weather Hills, where you get to choose where the damage goes, it still piles up just as fast, but that illusion of control makes it feel a lot more fair when you die.
Oh yeah, because it's down to your own stupidity when you die with that one.
Yep. Well,
not stupidity. It's down to your own decisions.
Yeah. Sometimes stupid, sometimes not.
Exactly. Like me piling up 6 damage on one hero. That was just stupidity.
We won't talk about the Glorfindel Mordor deck thing here.
No, I think we've had enough of Glorfindel walks to Mordor. Always a fun watch.
Thanks for watching with us, dear listeners, and come back next time for the Hills of Emyn Muil. I promise we'll start getting to more interesting quests eventually, but Hills of Emyn Muil is up next, and perhaps we can show off some really fun stuff we've been doing with location control cards in these early cycles. Until then, happy questing.